Hello, this is Jennifer Martinez. In this video, we're going to solve the following linear inequality. The first thing we're going to do is solve like this is an equation. If this was an equal sign, to solve this equation, you would need to subtract 6. So that's the first step I'm going to do. When you subtract 6, the left side would be 9, negative 9/8x, and the right side would be 1. Now what we're going to do is multiply both sides by 8. Again, pretending this is an equal sign, I would multiply both sides by 8, just as I would do an equation. So the left side, I would get a negative 9x, and the right side, I would get an 8. Now finally, when you multiply and divide by a negative, because if you had an equation, you would divide by negative 9. It's the first time they have to worry about the inequality, because when you multiply or divide by a negative, you need to reverse the direction of the inequality. So let's write that down. So solving inequalities is the same as solving equations, except for if you multiply or divide by a negative, you reverse the direction of the inequality. So here, I'm going to divide by negative 9. And when we divide by negative 9, again, you reverse the direction of this inequality. And that is why they got the answer above. This does make sense, because with inequalities, if you had something like 2, an example, if you had 2 is less than 3, with negatives, if you multiply both of these by negative 2, you would get a negative 1, you get a negative 2 and a negative 3, multiplying both sides by negative 1. But because the larger the negative, the smaller the number, this gets switched, because negative 2 is actually larger than negative 3. Negative 2 is larger than negative 3. And again, I multiplied both sides by negative 1.